We often rush to discard clothes with small holes, broken zippers, or missing buttons because we think repairing them takes too much time and effort. In this video, I'm going to show you how repairing the clothes you love not only saves you time, but also helps you hold on to those favorite pieces that are hard to replace. Trust me, a quick fix can save you hours of searching for the perfect new garment. Let me share a quick example. I have this black turtleneck made of a silk wool blend that I bought in 2018. Perfect for both winter and autumn and sometimes even in spring. I think it's the combination between these two fibers that leads to such a perfect garment and fabric. The silk gives it a luxurious feeling, and unlike most wool garments, it doesn't peel. Last winter, I found two holes, one near the collar and another one under the armpit. Naturally, I started looking for a replacement, right? But guess what? Finding that perfect wool silk blend at a decent price was nearly impossible. Actually, finding a wool silk blend in a turtleneck is almost impossible. Most of the turtlenecks come in modal or lyocell, but they always have an add of elastan or polyester, which are artificial fibers that I really don't like. Sure, there is the merino wool, but that peels after just a few wears. I have the example of this black blouse made of merino wool, which honestly I'm really dissatisfied with. After a couple of days of fruitless searching, I come back to the idea that it would be easier and also cheaper to repair my turtleneck. I did it. I used a simple stitch. Under the armpit, the hole was not along the seam like near the collar, but still because of its black color, the repair is invisible when you look at it. Finding a replacement can take far longer. Between browsing online, visiting stores, picking the right size, and waiting for delivery, the time adds up quickly. What about the time when you are not at home for the delivery and you have to go to the delivery pickup point? Meanwhile, a simple repair could have brought your old favorites back to life in less time than it takes to scroll through your shopping apps. Even if you are not super skilled at sewing, many repairs are simpler than you think. In fact, some garments even come with spare buttons or thread attached in the same color of the item, so next time you cut that label, check for any accessories that might help in the future with the repairs. You don't have a sewing kit yet? I have a secret. I got my first very simple sewing kit from a hotel, actually for free. In the next part of the video, I will have for you a quick rundown of the items that I never discard and how I easily repair them. And because I did the seasonal swap in October this year from summer to winter, I will share with you the items that I will not throw away. Torn seams are common, especially in sweaters or around zippers in skirts, at least for me. They are also one of the easiest fixes actually. You just have to turn the garment inside out to clean up the loose threads, align the torn edges, and stitch along the original seam line. When I repair a torn seam around the zipper, I like to add a hidden stitch near the zipper to make sure it stays secure. I have a short video here if you want to see more. I have this blue shirt with sequins, and after a few washes, some of them came off. Luckily, the shirt came with extra sequins attached to the label that I kept. A quick re-stew and the shirt was as good as new. Even when you don't keep these accessories, or maybe the item does not come with the additional accessories, because usually this happens when you buy a cheaper product or when you buy secondhand, you can easily buy this type of embellishment like sequins in a fabric store. Sometimes you have stubborn stains that you cannot take them out of the garment no matter how much vinegar or vodka or chemical products you are using. So don't let those stubborn stains ruin a good piece. A friend of mine washed her blazer, and once she got it out of the washing machine, she saw that there are some bleaching stains. They were not very white, but still in a dark gray shade and still visible on the black blazer. But instead of tossing it, I told her that we could buy some lace and sew it over the stain. You can also use sequins or patches or any fabric you like to breathe actually new life into a stained garment. And who knows, maybe you will create a unique and more interesting piece than you had. Now, sometimes you are just bored with a piece or it is no longer fitting your style, but instead of discarding it, think about how a simple update could bring it back to life. I had this black linen dress for some time and it had cork buttons that felt for me outdated. And before my seaside vacation last year, I swapped them for silver anchor buttons. And suddenly it felt like a brand new dress. Another example is this pair of jeans that I'd kind of outgrown style-wise, and they had these patches on them that seemed fun 5 years ago when I bought them, but I actually rarely wore them afterwards. Removing the patches gave them a whole new look, and I'm still wearing them. When the alteration is more complex, I sometimes go to clothing repair sessions organized here in different locations. Since in the Netherlands sustainability is a big topic, I can find a lot of this type of gatherings. And I get to repair my garment under the supervision of somebody who is trained to help me.
So I pinned one side and now you can pin the second one.
It's cheaper than going to a tailor, but I also enjoy the feeling that I get from creating something with my hands. Even a trip to the tailor often takes less time than replacing my favorite garment, saving me both money and the effort of hunting for something new. For example, this golden leather skirt that was not as cheap had an issue. The studs were popping when I was sitting down. I'm not sure whether a bigger size would have solved the situation, even though this brand doesn't have a bigger size. Surprise, surprise. I think it was a fault in the design because the thickness of the material of the leather was too much for the stud's capacity to hold when there was pressure on the fabric. So I asked my tailor to sew the front sides completely, so keep the studs, and actually insert a zipper at the back. I could have not done it myself, and since leather implies a specific sewing machine, this was a complex alteration and it costed also a bit more money than other type of alteration. However, compared to a new leather skirt, it was much cheaper. Now, whenever I have the possibility to upcycle an item, I will do it. And I have several videos here about a wide backless top, because even if it was my side, it was falling off my shoulders. We know everything about sizes and how even if a piece of clothing is our size, it doesn't fit us because the design and the body that was taken in consideration when that piece was created is not the same as our body. And also what I did, because I had a very nice dress that was too small for me, I decided to transform it into a coat, and you can see the result here. We are often led to believe that small flaws mean it's time to let those garments go. But why throw away something you just love because it needs a little fix? Did you see my video on how to build a plan on decluttering using the Atomic Habits book and the principles there? If yes, you can plan the repairs based on the same principle. If you did not see it, check it out here and let me know whether it helps. Now, repairing the clothes you love not only saves time and money, but also keeps your favorite pieces around longer. Plus, you can add your own creative flair to them, making your wardrobe uniquely yours. So next time you find a small tear or missing button, remember about this video. Try a quick fix before you toss it. You might be surprised at how easy it is to actually revive your favorite garments. This turtleneck actually taught me a valuable lesson. Sometimes it's quicker to repair an item than find a replacement. Not only because of today's fast fashion culture, but also the pressure to declutter without a clear plan, which only adds to the buying more syndrome. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you will subscribe to my channel because more of this video will follow. And until next time, keep it colorful.